problem. And you did.
Yeah.
You kicked some undead butt, you kicked some not undead butt. You generally asserted your will upon the immediate environment. And so here you are, with fresh loot in your pockets, stricken from snakemen, and a fine book on one of the snake people's persons, the fancy guy, that appears to be a log of recent events as per their perspective.
Okay, nice. Well, I can read.
All right. Let's see. You know Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Among
language.
other
Everyone
languages.
tends to jump into that one. Yes. The book has is neatly organized by main arcs in this person's snake person's life. So there is a section that's like the road to where you are right now, and then there's the detailing of their activity around here. The log also mentions some time before that, from wherever they came from. What do you wish to read first?
The time before. Let's go chronological.
You travel your mind back in time through the power of reading.
Yeah.
The book details on how this person was a well-renowned necromancer in a far-off land who was summoned is a very polite way to put it to the king of Lastwall's court with the specific instruction to help construct a particularly powerful undead that could be used in some sort of ritual. The
Yeah,
next,
we might.
so yes, that's kind of the lead up. Then after that, he's like, I was in Lastwall. I talked to the king a bit. He seems a bit nutty. There's all these weird things around. This is not much like human settlement, but hey, he's like, go to the city. There's lots of people there that won't go missing because the guards are apparently completely inept down there. So you can take whoever you want and no one will care.
Until we came along.
Yes, until you kind of ruined this whole thing, and he's not getting paid now.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the local and international economy by stopping crime. Campaign failure. Your actual goal was to restart the global economy.
Oh, well, maybe it shouldn't have been based on crime. At least I'm pretty sure people can object to being kidnapped.
Well then, now that you have this information, it also seems to detail some things that happened along the way, because while he was, by magic, conjured up to the castle, he did make his way down here the way you did. And it mentions
Ooh.
several stops along the way. And, it also makes some details about the king's grand fortress, ways to enter such a facility. This person clearly likes to keep all his grounds covered. Along the way, apparently, he found an interesting. Well, let me just grab the map because I forgot the name of the place. It escaped my brain for just a moment. Don't worry about it. Once this. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, they stopped at Hammerrock long enough for him to find, well, some secret passages of sorts. The book is not too clear where he found them or what they lead to. Just that he clearly had some intent that if he had some spare time to, take a look around, maybe he could find something fun. It is a far off land to him, at least.
Of course.
But for the most part, he stuck to what he was paid to do. Or would be paid to do. Now then. Don't you have a bounty to cash or something?
Yeah, probably. Actually, last session we kind of left off with the two guys being chased down by
Yes!
Carl.
What about them? Who was chasing
Um,
them again? I think it was you on horse. On mount.
yeah, and not really anyone else.
Nope.
Uh, do they look like these are the guys that we beat up the previous
Yes,
day?
these were the guys you beat up in town where you were setting up your little trap with
Yeah.
Sleepy Kitty.
Um, so how willing do they appear to be to come quietly?
None at all. They thought they agreed to, they get to run away and you leave them alone.
Eh. And if that's what we agreed to, then
Don't submit to the forces of chaos.
yeah. And I guess in this case, I'll just briefly explain to them that, as they can tell, we have a way of finding them anywhere they go, given that they just kind of managed to chase them down unerringly. So if I see them as much as jaywalk any time in the future,
You decide to issue a threat. That's a great way to leave.
Didn't they?
warning, not a
Didn't they
threat.
That is a
swallow
threat.
the
That is
tracking
not a
device that
warning.
we need to get back?
Considering that you've already bullied and abused him, it's not a warning anymore. It's a threat. I will come after you. Is the tone and intent once you've beaten someone up before? On top of that, you're on a horse.
Yeah,
By definition, everything's escalated.
yeah. I mean, they
Sorry, I
could
didn't have my
still
drum set on
decide
me
to
to do
just
the
come
bottom.
quietly.
They don't want to come quietly. They think your terms are silly.
Yeah, well, Carl rides off into the not the sunset, because that would be yeah.
Carl rides
It's
off into
actually
the
kind
sunset, leaving the
of
story to who knows
oh
where. Probably to the next episode.
yeah, no, like Carl rides off into the north to meet back with the party.
The sun neither sets nor rises there, so sure.
Yeah, that's why it's not into the sunset, especially since it's like I believe before noon even.
Hey everyone, it's Carl.
Whoa.
Ain't that nice? You can wave hello.
Yeah, let's go turn in the two live guys and the one dead one.
Indeed. You decide to bag up all the corpses and make your way back to town.
Yeah.
Oh, all of them?
Well, I don't know what your plan is. What are you planning to do?
Sure, let's haul of them off.
Excuse me for assuming when you give me no specifics.
I mean, we still have the horse, we have a donkey, we have like 50 feet of rope. We can probably drag at least one corpse, or even
Okay.
several.
Maybe we can find someone to turn them into a nice set of shoes.
You're gonna have to obfuscate where that hide comes from, though. The average person has issues about making sentient, upright creatures into shoes. But for some reason, Dragonhide is fine, even though dragons are technically more intelligent than the average person.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
rude. So
Yeah, but they're like compared to humans, super sapient. So it's kind of you got to be one sentient category away from things. You got to be more or less sapient in order to qualify for getting turned
hey,
into
listen,
bells.
if I could turn God into a pair of shoes, I would.
I got this fine pair of God shoes. Ugh. They must be mighty comfortable. Well, where do you take these criminal scum?
I guess.
Do you go to the local popo?
Well,
Do you visit?
I think we would want to take them to someone relevant to the Rat King, except, well, we don't want to just kind of ride into town with corpses in tow, because
You do look just a smidge suspicious.
yeah, so I guess I would like to advise Valentine to like go forth and find someone to arrange a meet outside town, maybe. like
Could
a
do
Rat
that,
King
I suppose.
representative.
I mean, we managed to get out of town pretty easily, but I'm not sure how easily we're going to get back in with all the bodies. So yeah, I'll
Corpses
Kinda
of prisoners.
sneak my way in and like let them know that we're outside with the culprits.
Oh, and other news, I forgot a thing.
Oh, a
The
thing.
the illusionist asked us to go find some interesting illusions, but I guess nothing like pinged in the asylum. Yeah.
I mean, we can't really give him anything if we didn't have anything to give.
Nope.
Yeah.
Maybe if we find something on a different adventure.
You can drop on by for a cup of tea.
How well known is the existence of serpent folk?
Gets better as you go down south, but up here it's like, what?
Yeah.
Talking crazy talk.
So if you show up with these, like, several humans in tow, because they can still shapeshift,
Yeah.
they can plea that you're assholes.
I mean,
It's debatable.
And the average guard has no reason to assume that either party is right, and you look like assholes.
That's fair.
yeah, so that's why we are trying to just get someone to meet us outside town.
Alright, who's gonna take care of this matter?
Probably me. I'm sneakiest, best at talking to people.
Well, it doesn't be necessarily
People
sneaky,
person.
you just have to show up to town without looking extremely incriminated.
Yeah.
Listen, the only thing you have to do is not show up to town smoking drugs. Can you do it?
Shit, I gotta put this weed away.
Stop,
Grubbelix, I told you this was a bad idea.
stop constantly eyeing this bag of weed.
Be right back.
Clearly, since I don't remember anything about the last days, I'll be the person for the.
Alright,
So when
kids.
people ask, what are you doing here? You can honestly say,
No
you don't know.
idea.
I have no memory of this.
I'm pretty sure I cast a spell. But I do that all the time. Well, with a little bit of wiggle, you slip into town and find your way back to where you've, contacted the Rat King before in person. And thanks to some, convincing that you've actually did the job, he's willing to send some people with you that can help smuggle people in.
Yeah.
That is to say, individuals who can tell the guards to fuck off.
Always a useful ability to have.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Treasure.
Yeah, privilege. Not.
Like, if he brings us some sacks and a cart, we can just kind of...
He doesn't bring any sacks. You get two like men in fine black
Ooh.
who look like they'd be better suited for a nighttime operation than walking around in daytime, but they just strut their ass over. And look at these serpent people.
Yeah.
And they kind of scratch their chin a bit. So, snake people?
Snake people.
Yeah. That's
Thanks.
who's been kidnapping magic users. So we have the fancy guy alive, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So I point that guy out, especially. He's the ringleader, so you'll want him to give you answers.
I do like questionnaires. Well, we'll take a closer look when we're ready to start asking questions. But for now, we'll see if anything happens in the coming nights. And once we've verified that you've actually done what you've promised, and all the results are as expected, we can start sorting out what you're going to get.
They are quite slippery, so you want to keep close watch on them.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
Or just beat them unconscious every night.
Most people around here know how to handle illusionists and the sorts, and slippery folk. We're slippery and there's an illusionist around, so don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. He takes your prisoners and just waltzes into town, unobstructed. All right, you now
Nice.
have a couple of days during which, well, as they say, they're just gonna wait and see if you actually did what you promised or if you just gave them duds. Luckily, they're not duds, so you don't get to figure out what happens if you deliver duds.
Why didn't
I
we
don't
think of
know that.
delivering duds?
Nice.
Why
Well,
wouldn't
I'm
they?
gonna
Why would-
bother Charlie to learn spells.
You go to Charlie, who, as you bring with you also the victims who are taken care of by the charity of the church. It's like, wow, amazing. Maybe I'll have people to talk to again. That'd be nice. All right,
Yeah.
then. What do you want?
So wanna do some spell swaps again?
Mm-hmm. What kind of spells you
Yay.
gotta put on the table? Sonny.
I present my level 5 freebies in Big Stinky and Fly.
Big stinky.
Who's Big Stinky?
I wonder.
I don't know.
Kaden was his breed, right?
What is Big Stinky?
Stinking Cloud.
Oh.
Oh no.
Big Stinky is just a much better name for it.
What is Stinky then, if that is Big Stinky?
It is the atomic Stinky. Wow. And flight, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, all they want to fly. Don't know about that cloud, though. But I do like
It's a
some of these.
conjuration.
Yeah, I like those a lot, don't I? I do like my conjuration. Well then, what do you want to return, little buddy?
The classic summon monster and haste is fun, right? Going fast.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't already know. Summon a monster. So useful. Just
I know the smaller one. It's just, each version is like different.
just summon something big in a doorway and people tend to get their nerves and heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Way to live. Well, let's go take care of business, shall we? And over the next few nights,
Yeah.
you'll learn the spells, and Charlie also learns the spells.
Yeah. I mean, I would also like to get like dispel and stuff, but I guess I would need to pay extra.
Yeah.
Well,
Or you'd have to compromise in the spells you want to learn.
yeah, I think I'll just pay extra.
Arg.
I mean, you still need to like buy the ink and stuff.
Indeed. What does everyone else do during these few days?
I'd like to restock my gun and stuff. That's pretty simple and straightforward.
Get the hang of it. Get your gunslinging skills sharp and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot some
Probably
cans on a fence.
Sell
Sell
some
some
of the
stuff,
stuff.
resupply some stuff.
Excellent.
So, other than the 450 for ink, how much would Charlie like for 5 spells total?
5 spells total.
Yeah.
Oh golly, I'd given you numbers for this, but I forgot those numbers. We'll just say that they're the same as spellcasting services. For an equivalent spell, times 2, since,
Yeah, okay. Let me look up services.
Alright, Mr. learns how to use a gun now. Mr. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Pew pew.
As you go out to, you are guided, because you probably ask someone of unscrupulous nature for the best place to find some fine bullets. Your gun really only came with the 6 bullets. You are directed to a fine establishment. What a fine establishment it is. The guy who's behind the counter is like constantly wheezing. He's got a scruffy beard. He looks more like a pirate with asthma than he does a person who's selling, guns and stuff. And there's fine weapons behind him, though you can't tell which are real and which are decorative. And as you make your purchase, you hear rumors scouring about. Do you wish to entertain these rumors with a listening ear?
I mean, sure. I don't have anything better to do for these couple of days while I'm doing stuff.
You hang around extremely suspiciously around the store for a couple of moments to get a full listen on this. The people whispering about like, ooh, another person buying guns and bullets. I tell you, the horde's getting all over the place. That king says he's got answers. He ain't got no answers. He got none at all. People are nervous. Oh no.
Oh no. It's almost as if having a completely mad king going around doing mad things is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Sounds rather not unusual, actually. Bad kings.
People in power being crazy, who could have thunk it?
Oh, the thunk. After this simple rumor, you'll probably go back on your way. Well, unless anyone wants to do anything in the intermittent days, we're gonna zoom straight forward through time.
How, how long will it take to enchant a weapon to +1 status?
A day. Wait,
Okay.
no, it's 1,000 per day, so it'd be like 2 days. So you have time for it.
Okay. So, how much money do we have in the party cash? Plenty. So, I try to find someone to enchant my halberd.
Luckily for you, Charlie can take care of that for you. Because it is pretty basic, wizardly stuff. You know, pays the bills.
All right then.
Yeah,
Just
not my preferred method. But
well, it's already masterworks and cold iron.
we'll say that because Charlie's providing you the spell cast at the lowest caster level. So,
Okay.
So that's 150.
wait. If this is cheaper than a scroll, might as well just use the scroll prices in that case. Let's see. A third level spell would cost at least. Okay, we're just gonna say that it's scroll prices. Like you essentially get a scroll and they help you out with it, but they don't give you a scroll. All right. Your weapon's gonna get the +1 treatment. Zibbity zap, zibbity zoop. Beebity bop, beebity boop. Over the next 2 days, your weapon's gonna be nice and sparkly. And heck, she even throws in a 3 acid bath for you. It's mostly to make sure it's enchanted. I also noticed that there's some good vibes going around town now that you've returned people.
Could I also find someone else to do my armor in the same time? Period?
Yes, but that would only take 1 day, so that's nice. So you don't have to walk around naked for too long.
Yeah, that would feel really weird. Not being covered in metal all day. Ugh.
You find this shady back alley guy who clearly handles worse customers, but because most of the people that are like the fancy casters who make the usual weapons are still a little out of commission, you're gonna have to settle for this guy who you probably wouldn't want to trust your armor to if you didn't know the Thieves Guild as well as you do. You know, he's got one eye and the other one's just twitching all over the place like he's a chameleon. He's got little grab hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your army's a bit stinkier, but it's better now, you think. You're not a mage, you can't tell, but you presume it's been enchanted. Does anyone else want to smear anything special on themselves over time?
So, how much did that cost in
I think
total
it's
then?
1,000 to get a +1 on regular armor.
Okay. 1,000 for that. And how much for the weapon was it?
Well, weapons are always, depending on how you will do it, weapons are double what armor is, and armor is half of what weapons are. So a weapon will be 2,000.
Alright. 3,000 spent on total then. Count all of this.
Why are you buying dog food anyway? Do you have a dog that you need to feed?
Yeah. You forget that? Nice.
Yes. I mean, you can summon a dog, but I don't think you have like a pet dog.
Dog. I have a guard dog.
Golly, I never knew.
I mean, we used him like in the second session to find the fire drake. Okay.
Golly, I thought it was just a dog you summoned.
No.
Well, in that case, I'll give you a guard dog sheet. You can actually do this stuff.
Thank you very much.
Let's see, what kind of dog would that be? Like a riding dog, or?
It's like, if I remember correctly, it's a riding dog, but without the mountain combat skill thing. Let me check.
Well, you can edit a sheet, so go nuts. Have fun.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. I need to push a button before the stat sheet properly initializes. Kapow!
Okay, thanks.
Oh, and also find a buyer for the stuff we looted from the snakes. So that's
Oh, you can find a couple of fences who give you the shifty eyes. No problems here.
yeah, pile of armor, daggers. Do we want to sell the marble idol of a serpent god?
I don't see what else would it be.
Mm. Well, you're the magic person. So the
Okay, well, I can detect magic on it and see what it tells me.
The statue seems to have some sort of illusion magic on it.
Oh, maybe we should hold that to the illusionist wizard.
Sure, I'm sure he'd love this. Let's just give him a random illusion thing we found on the floor somewhere.
I mean,
That is
isn't
what he asked
asked
for.
Ask and you shall receive, as they say.
He's the expert, not us.
Alright, kids. Do you hand it over to him before you get re-invited to the Rat King lair? To the Beggar King?
Might as well.
Alright.
selling stuff like equipment is half their value,
Yes.
right?
It's gems and art
just
objects that
come-
retain full value.
Put the half value in the party cash column, yeah.
Yep, I'm doing that.
You don't have to have it in the effective value.
Oh.
Although I guess once it's sold, you can zero that. Or I can.
I guess. And what about then just gems? Those are
Gems we don't really sell because they are kinda currency in themselves as trade goods.
okay. Just a
Yeah,
pile
most
of-
people just accept those instead of
Yeah.
money.
So
okay,
I just put them as full value in party cash.
right. That's what I was. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Well, the money should go there as well.
Alright, yeah, now we're back to Thoros. The great and stupendous! Into his weird house. And into his weird place. And once more you see a fantastical scene, this time as if you are walking through the clouds themselves. Ah. Old friends return to the mighty lair of the great and stupendous Thoros. Have you returned with mighty gifts?
Well, we don't really know how mighty it is, but it's got some illusion-y stuff to it. And we're not exactly experts in this field, so...
Smashing! Place the item onto the mighty table in front of you, and we shall see what it does. In this cloudy field is indeed a cloudy table. It's in the exact same place the
Cloudy
table was last
table.
time you were here.
Huh. Alright. I'll put the thing on the thing.
As you place it down, a great swirl of energy crowds around it. And then with a... Oh, whoops. My breath blew a whole bunch of things away.
Oh,
Whoops. With a great and mighty...
the real magic.
The illusion magic is unleashed. Not too much happens. The statue appears to talk and speak some sort of hymn, and it glows slightly. It's all that you know, a little bit of divine relic flair stuff. Exciting. But not as stupendous as myself. Oh, woe is me.
Yeah, well, that's kind of difficult to achieve.
To this point, you notice that there is actually a person in this room. It's the big clouds in the back, like swooshing around, that are the proper clouds. That seem to be his form in this situation. But this will make a great paperweight. I always did like snakes, masters of deception, of the silver tongue.
Hey, if you want an actual snake tongue, we can... Yeah.
You see the item kind of float away.
Wee.
Buy item.
Buy item.
Well, are we done?
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess that was all we had to report.
Marvelous.
Well,
Perhaps next time you can return with something truly stupendous.
If we happen to come across something like that, yeah.
With such spirit. Perhaps one day we'll make a mighty illusionist with such spirit. The clouds in the background are so over animated, like he is gesturing at every syllable.
Well, nice.
You leave the place because who wants to sit and listen to that for too long? Click.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have more to occupy him with anyway.
I think it's...
So I guess that counts as selling the statue then.
You didn't get
well,
any
we
money.
don't have it anymore, so
Yeah, statue gone.
Yeah. We got money for it, right?
I never said anything about money.
Huh. Well, guess not then.
Yeah.
Rip. We were too bedazzled by the illusions.
Of course, it is truly amazing. Who doesn't want to be known as the person who helped out this great and stupendous wizard? It's truly the only thing you want in life. Is to be known as this guy's assistant.
I think he's kind of a weirdo.
Well,
He was a weirdo that helped us out, so
yeah.
He took a probably cursed statue off your hand. Probably.
yeah,
With that,
it's his problem now.
we're going to fast forward to you guys getting re-invited over to Rat King's residence. Or the Bigger King, as is appropriate.
Rat Boy Genius's resident.
Sure, why not? Call him whatever you want. Call him Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
if you must.
so... Even though they are immune to mind-affecting spells, I hope he managed to get answers out of them.
Oh, don't worry. Mind-affecting spells aren't the only way to get in someone's head.
Yeah. Like, you can also use a drill.
Yes. You can also take the brain out and then eat it. I heard mind flayers are very good at that. They're not in Paizo, though. They're copyrighted by, other people. So it's illegal to involve them in any game that isn't 5th edition.
Yeah.
Don't put them in 3rd. That's illegal. That's a crime. Not 4th. Man, what did it look like in 1st? Because the art was also wonky. I'm gonna look that up just to humor myself. But you were re-invited back to the good old pubberoonie and allowed him back. Oh wow, they look great in first edition. That's cute. That's cute. I'm gonna post this. This is adorable. Look at this guy. He's trying. He is trying.
Oh, lovely.
He's doing his best. Look at him.
Well,
As you're invited and back, you can't help but tell that there's a few more people here than were there last time. With Mr. Rat the King. They seem to be discussing and negotiating things as words go back and forth. They may have learned something interesting, and they may wish to involve you in it.
Whoa.
Yeah, who knows?
Should we head to the back?
Yes, you were invited to come to the back.
Yay.
And you don't turn down an offer from this nice rat boy. Would you, BK, would you turn down an offer from a rat boy to get within in eating range?
Probably.
Oh, you're prepared.
Well,
Or you have one of those Novor signs.
I mean, fantasy Ratman that I'd already met and spoken to, maybe.
Listen, this is
Real
not,
life
this
rat,
is-
probably not.
This is not the time to have scruples. Also, you can teach rats to play hide and seek. Don't bully them.
I mean, since we hang out with Grave, we kinda need to have our Novor signs.
What?
Got to keep at least some shields up, just in case.
Well, as I said, the room is filled with some interesting-looking figures, some of which appear to be half translucent. Like you could feel you could probably stick your whole arm through them and come out the other end, and you wouldn't even touch them. They seem to be too deep in discussion to notice your immediate presence.
That's fine.
Don't mind waiting.
You awkwardly stand in the corner, paying no heed to what's going on.
Well, paying heed because I'm not really busy with anything else.
All right, you decide to pay heed in this stinky, damp, dark place to what people are saying. That's where you can learn some exciting stuff. I'll give you the long and short of it. These are other individuals of like more criminal organizations abroad. Their affiliation is loose, but it's enough that in this situation they're like, we need to discuss some things. How about you activate whatever you think is relevant for the situation, and we'll have a chit chat. One of them, from what you can judge, but you know what? How about someone roll me some like history, or some nature, or something that can help them identify where someone might be from. I say that's history or nobility. Say known as that you can roll it and see who these people might be and where they're from. One of them you can instantly identify as a noble from Vigil, because that's where you're from. Or have lived for long enough to know the local nobility.
Probably leave that to the smart people.
Skill rolls.
Leave it to the big brains.
Does anyone have history trained?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
If you have knowledge martial, I think that also technically applies in this circumstance, but there you go.
What's in Marshall?
Yeah, that's that.
Nothing that's even listed.
Well, you were able to identify one of the other nobles, who is probably from Caliphas, judging by his particular way of dress, the way he stands, more religious attitude around him despite being nobility. Oh, there we go,
Yeah.
some knowledge ability. Yes, he's definitely from Caliphas. You identify an individual from Throne Step, and perhaps most curious of all is one of these people is definitely from the Isle of Terror, because he has the often associated icon on the backside of his fine robes. They appear to be having a very big discussion about, you know, the fact that Vigils is and the whole of Last Wall is acting up a little bit, and the rumors of the orcs are getting a little bit concerning. They're not quite sure how A clicks to B, clicks to C, clicks to D, but they all got the heebie-jeebies of the situation in their boots. You get the general atmosphere of we should do something. We should do something. What should we do? Something. As in, they're not really getting an idea as to what they're supposed to do. Because, you know, they only have limited information. It is at some point that the Rat King will notice you and beckon you in closer, and request to that you explain what you found.
Lizards in an
Ah, yes.
asylum. We
Snake
beat them
people.
up.
Also, there was a morgue, which is kinda important as well.
Now, do you know what is strange about these snake people?
Dead people that are snakes.
I'm not talking about appearance here. I'm talking about the details of what they were doing.
I still have the journal, so I'm
Yeah.
going to give him the long and short of what I
Indeed.
read in it.
Indeed. Is it not strange? Before we've all heard the rumors, the king was consorting with evil beings of power in his citadel, but it's never been that he's actually done something, that he's hired individuals to work for him like this, especially not against his own citizens. I want to know what he's seen that he's consorting in such weird ways. I mean, I have individuals who came earlier this day at least, who have told me that the Borks are certainly planning nothing at all, that his paranoia is unconfirmed, and perhaps coming from a whole different world of reality altogether, but this is most concerning, that he's trying to do something like this. He's trying to create undead. I mean, I know that this is not exactly a law-abiding place, but we're still citizens of Lastwall. We have our rights within the kingdom to not be thrown before the slaughter of individuals we don't even know the nature of. Now, what do you think we should do? Because I get the feeling this will only be the first of many steps of a net closing around the whole country. Well, what does your gut say?
My gut says king bad.
That's not an action. That's not a thing you do.
I mean, my gut doesn't have a brain. But
I appreciate your honesty. But if you were he who was copywritten to a different company was here, he could have a brain in his gut.
explained last time that the king was meeting with a beholder of some kind or something over at a place, and
Could the paranoia have rubbed off on him? That'd be something.
investigating, like, at the very least, what they were discussing would probably, at least give us some hints on what to do next. Because, storming an incredibly heavily guarded city filled with guards to get at the king of a nation is probably a bad idea unless we, can get enough information and such to make that unnecessary.
Indeed. As I said, we should not concern ourselves with the king directly. He's not done anything too significant, and individuals from across the countryside can keep his actions somewhat in check. I'm quite sure that most individuals around Lastwall are more than sophisticated and aligned with the forces of good, and not even let some mad king do whatever he wishes. He's out there, individual. He can't check on everything. I say we go after the more important and pressing matter, the fact that an individual beholder from my pleasant little island has decided that he can just waltz into Lastwall, into Vigil no less, and start handing out the sheets. My master needs to be investigated as soon as possible. His paranoia is running more rapid than ever. This is the individual, the man who's wearing like the cloak from the Isle of Terror.
Yeah.
The nice person from Caliphas who has a pleasant smile on her face is like, no, we should not concern ourselves with beholders. We need to focus ourselves on the fact that dragons from the mountains themselves seem to be consorting it. What if they're supplying something? What if they're the contacts, the means, the financiers? So you all know dragons have been known to set up grand games and topple pieces all at once. He might be setting up the entirety of Lastwall to fall to the Horde. The Horde might not be planning anything necessarily, but if the king is going completely insane, surely the borders can't even hold against anything that comes by. At this point, they devolve into the classic, we should do something. Yes, we should do something. What should we do? Something.
Yes, let's do something, okay.
They can't agree.
What do we do?
Like, they all come from a different place. They all have a very different perspective on what Lastwall is to them, what the importance of Lastwall is, and they're all trying to frame it in what they think matters most to them. So they can't really come to an agreement on what needs to be done, where, and how. And the one dwarf between them, who's like not nobility, who you wouldn't recognize, look, you're just a bunch of scalawag. I don't even know the difference between left and right. plumbers and some stupid Jewish pussy. He's just grumpy that no one cares about him. And the bigger king is like, oh, indeed. Something should be done, but personally, I don't know what we could do. We're not exactly a guild, more like a group of concerns at this point. I can't send my agents all the way across the countryside. They don't have no authority anywhere else. Neither are they exactly explorers or individuals who can handle themselves on the road. Or the, city people that do things in the city.
Yeah, I wonder where we could find anyone that could do those sorts of things.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
wonder.
Yeah. If only someone could locate. Well, what are they called again? I don't know. Adventurers? Those people that go on adventures to go on an adventure for you? Oh, no.
Yes. It is at this point that all these figures are like, they turn at you, and it's like you walked into a pool of piranhas, and they're all like, snack time.
Oh no!
Okay,
You are now beset upon by multiple individuals who are all like shouting their concerns at you, and they're like, "You must do something. Yes, you should do something. And this is what you do. No, this is what you should do." And it's incomprehensible.
Freaking dwarf.
Okay,
The dwarf is still grumpy.
So I heard dragons and I heard beholders, both of which can probably just kind of drop all of us with one look.
Yeah, but that's implying that you're supposed to go after and kill them in some capacity, or ire them. Maybe some details can help alleviate your concerns. So there are three main parties that sound like what they're asking of you is like at least somewhat tangentially related to you not being kicked out of Vigil anymore. One of them implies that the dragons are some sort of financiers. This is the person from Caliphas. The theocratic one who's like that Caliphas is because of its theocratic nature is not unfamiliar with dragons coming by going like, I'm a dragon, I'm deific, give me some cash. So he thinks that if you come to Caliphas you could probably find a clue to where to go. Yeah, a clue. The person from the Isle of Terror is like, I work for a beholder and his paranoia is like super weird. It might be rubbing off on your king. I need you to come on by and look through his less scrupulent, the places I'm not allowed to go because I'm a good-natured person. I wear my coat the right way around. And the last one is the dwarf, who gives you the straight and narrow of like, listen, stop it, listen. The thing that you are dealing with could be easily solved if you just find a big enough stick and bonk him on the head with it.
I like the way that man thinks.
The problem is not that the king has dragon financiers or gets paranoia rubbed off, and the problem is that Lostwell should not have a king. It should be run by individuals who make decisive actions and don't spin in place making lizardfolk kidnap people. And in order to make sure of that, there's only one tool for the job. So who do you want to listen to? Whose details? Who do you think is more exciting to you?
Out of all of the things mentioned, I think a trip to Caliphas is the least dangerous.
It's probably least likely to result in your immediate and instant death, yes.
Yeah.
That's usually a good gauge to figure out what things to do. The less they're likely to kill you, the more likely you should probably do that one.
Yeah, so do we have any mail we would like to deliver to Caliphas or something?
I think we delivered all the mail here to the post office.
Okay.
We've done all our deliveries. So now we just have a boat and a gap in our schedule.
Yeah, is there still an APB on our boat? Because...
Well, you're still wanted, yes. That's not going to change anytime soon.
Freaking damn it.
I'm surprised you thought that would change from one day to the next. That being said, they're willing to assist you in, like, listen, if you want to go covert, we can help you out with, like, a proper identity that would help you fly under the radar. Because these are individuals with enough pull that they can, pull some strings to make it really work out for you. Get a couple of whispers out that, ooh, this person's coming. Ooh, a person.
That would definitely be handy.
So yes, you can go to Caliphas to slip into society's weirder underbelly. You can follow this dwarf to who knows where. Probably some dwarven place in the mountains. Or you can go to the Isle of Terror and go look through a beholder's ledgers, I guess.
Yeah.
He probably has multiple open at once because he has so many eyes.
Yeah, generally it sounds like even the ledgers would be able to look back and kill us doing so.
Well then, what do you think is least likely to result in your immediate demise? What do you want
we
to
could-
do? What do you think is the best way to handle it? Because you can get kind of a feel for what each of these is going to be. If you have any questions and like details as to what you're approximately expected to do in these environments, I can give you some more information to help clear up the answer a bit.
Or we could just go off on our own and go explore
Sure.
Hammerfell.
You can
now
always
that
just
we-
pick a direction and say fuck it. Because the dwarf's
And
answer is
also-
basically fuck it.
Yeah, no, so who wants to go to Caliphas?
Caliphas was the dragon accountants, right?
No, the Caliphas is, he believes this noble's like the dragons are accountants, and they come to Caliphas quite often. So it's like, I have problems with dragons. If I make the dragons into problems for you, I can get your help.
Mm.
They might
Fighting
be bad.
dragons, unpleasant.
I mean, or maybe all you have to do is steal a dragon's horse so he can't sponsor anyone, but...
I mean,
Yeah, because
yeah, but
that's actually probably worse than just killing a dragon.
yeah, and when has that not ended with the dragon being very angry and killing you?
Who knows? Maybe if you just run fast enough. Oh.
Maybe the dwarfs fucked secretly
The dwarf is like, I know of a relic that was used by Last World many times to kill the leaders and kings of countries. A kingslayer weapon, but with a bit broader of a definition as what counts as kingslaying.
Hmm.
Oh heck, this is a cool map.
Hmm.
Hey, that's Caliphas.
So it's nice that you know of a relic, but like you'd
Yeah.
be interested to a party of adventurers that kinda have killing some snake people to their name.
Nah, I don't care about who you kill. What I want you to do is make sure that things work out again. He's been pressuring a whole bunch of dwarven folk into I don't know what, and I want him to stop. And I'll trust that if you're the kind of people who get on his nerves for being goody two-shoes, helping people out, then I'm pretty sure you'll return it when the time is right. What an optimist. I like that.
That's
Yeah. I would like to ask him who does he think would become king afterwards?
No one. Last World doesn't need a king.
Yeah, so how would its government work afterwards then?
The beggar king will fill in this little detail for you. Originally it was run mostly by the military. It was run by like a council of military leaders who were like, yeah, sure, we can do this. So the problem right now is that the king is so powerful that the military is like, if we overthrow him, that's going to end poorly for us. So we're not. Answer, problem solved. We're just not going to do it. So killing him is kind of like taking that pressure off their backs.
Well, you could also go the Andorran route
And what route?
and do what the Andorrans did.
I don't know what the Andorrans did.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know that.
They established parliamentary democracy.
We'll start a democracy. America.
Hooray!
And that would be
Oh, cool. We got a dog named Bo now. Yeah.
Dog.
It's the name
Activate
of-
dog.
Name of my father's dog.
Bo.
Oh. Oh.
Um,
Whoa.
Is he really only one hit dice? Does he not level up or anything alongside you, or is he just a dog?
No, I just bought him. It's
Just a guard document. Okay.
It's a simple guard dog. And I checked. I think he used the same statistic than a wild dog.
Well, I think at some
Except that
point you
he
can like
doesn't have-
nature's thingy, and also you can slap that on the dog if you want to keep him.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you already have nature's bond?
I think.
Isn't
you do.
that what he gets the planes domain
Yeah,
from?
that's where he got the play. Okay, so yeah, that's why that. I keep forgetting that's how he built his character because I'm used to druids having little dudes walking next to them. Anyway, you kids made a decision as to where you're gonna lend your assistance.
My thoughts on the matter are the Dwarf's Kingslayer idea seems good later. Because eventually we are going to have to confront the king. And if shit goes down, having a Kingslayer, probably a good idea.
Probably a good advantage.
On the other hand, doing the other two feel like they could make the future confrontation easier in some way.
They could lubricate the process.
Yeah. We could do the beholder thing and maybe get a leg up on negotiations or whatever, or we could do the dragon thing and cut off his supply lines. Either way would probably make any sort of confrontation easier in the long run. But so I think we should do one of the other two first and then do the dwarf's idea if it's still open.
The dwarf doesn't really have anyone he can ask for a freebie. Because you have to understand, adventures are expensive.
Yeah, and one of the kind of idiots that.
And you're in the situation deep enough that they can kind of get that it's important to you discount.
Yeah, the friends and family discount.
We're all getting fucked over together discount.
Yeah.
You scoop my shit, I'll scoop yours.
I mean, secretly, murder hobos are kinda cheaper because they just kinda take the...
Murder hobos have lots of collateral, though. Like, you hire a murder hobo when you don't care if that place ends up being a crater.
I mean, yeah, that's because they take the place as payment.
Then they also kill you because they're like, this is not enough, and it's like, this is all I have. It's like, this is not enough.
Yeah, you can't trust murderers.
They pray I do not alter the deal further. I prayed. Well, I'm still altering the deal. The deal does not stop altering until I have everything. Until they die, because they're idiots and think that just smacking things with a sword is always going to solve the problems just fine. Even the wizard just keeps hitting things with swords.
Well,
I allowed the dice to make my decision.
You flip the coin. You're like, sure, dragons, why not?
Sometimes you need a ghost touch weapon in case the trouble comes back.
Blades.
Well, we got one vote for beholders. Valentine's like, I like many eyes today.
Do you want me to roll some kind of knowledge for me to ask what do I know about the Isle of Terror?
You can do that. History or Arcana, since it's kind of a funky town place. I'm going to look at the Isle of Terror and smudge what exactly it is. Put a big greasy finger on it and be like, this is what it actually is. 14. The Isle of Terror is known as a weird ass place. The direct weather around it is just butt fucking crazy. Like, I think up to 10 miles from shore, there's just constant storms and barrages and weird stuff, and few people have gone on land or want to go on land, because it's the kind of place where you're like, I'll send you to the Isle of Terror if you don't eat your beans, that kind of stuff.
So it's the kind of island that some guy in a ship went vaguely past, went, wow, that's fucking scary. I'm going to call it the Isle of Terror.
Yeah, that's one of the possible origins of the name. Or maybe everyone who went there runs away screaming in terror. That's also a nice way to get your name.
Yeah, so how about we don't go there?
I mean, you'll be brought there in a way that isn't going to involve you having to weather the storm. No, don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's the guy here who, like...
He's not going to be like, you're going to have to sort this out yourself. Goodbye.
Place. He could probably organize both safe travels to there and safe, like...
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
He promises you the in and out special.
Yeah, but like, if that's what you need to go through just to get in...
Doesn't that just mean you can hire weaker servants that are less likely to overthrow you?
I mean, that just kind of suggests that whatever actually exists on the island is no less dangerous.
it's up to you.
I'm for Beholder Town.
He wants to go to this spooky place.
Yeah.
So we have
Well,
2 votes for Death Island. Skull's not included. What does Gibraltar think? What does his gut say? Except food.
Could go poke some eyes, I guess. Be fun.
The guy wrings his hands. Yes. We'll clean this up nice and proper. Don't worry about it. All right then. I need to go and sort a few things so you can arrive without getting blown apart by the storm.
That'd be nice.
This
Very helpful.
This elvish-looking fellow, by the way, looks pristine. Like, what a guy. Wink.
The most suspicious kind of elf.
Yes. No. You should probably gear up and get ready. I'll take care of everything that's necessary for you on the other end, but be ready to snoop around a place that won't necessarily want you snooping. I need to go and take care of some paperwork, He starts dwindling off, and what's projecting him in this physical space, it starts to wane. And the bigger king is a little annoyed because he probably wants to talk to him about things. Well, the others are like, oh, well, we'll talk about this later. We'll find you. We'll find you. Poking you in the nose, we'll find you. Yes, so they'll figure themselves out, and maybe they'll need your help later, maybe they won't. Now then, you've decided to go to an island of spooky eyeballs. And
Hooray!
Bring a raincoat, please.
Can't end badly.
This can't possibly go wrong. Exclamation point. What is this dog? What? What the frick? Did that cat just jump through the comic pages? What? I like how he just does that.
Yeah, cats are like that.
I don't think that's a cat. I think that's an eldritch abomination.
That is a patron in the making. Bork. Bork.
Walk.
Bjork. Barf boorf. Man, that is confusing to look at. Oh no! Oh, this little raincoat. Remember to bring a raincoat for your catfolk, or I'll be spooked.
I'm ready.
Everyone who says they're ready, they'll stand with like, yeah, we're gonna do this. All right. You're informed that you have about a week until the proper ship will arrive, because this is something needs to be organized. Actually, a week. Is that enough for this boat to even make it there? Presumably. You'll be told that in a week's time you'll get further information as to what the specifics are.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get word when they arrive. In the meantime, is there any kind of shenanigans or something that we can do, or are we just kind of
locally again.
Yes.
Yeah.
The beggar king is like, but not really. I have my own guild to take care of things. But what are you looking for? Do you want to just throw some fists around, or do you feel more like I don't know, intrigue? What do you like doing most on your daily business? Because I just recall that I have something, but it will require some big, strong people who don't mind acting big and strong.
I just gesture to Galter, like.
Yeah, I pointed Galter and like, here's one.
Coulter is busy playing with Ade.
Good.
Oh yeah, there's two.
I like it. He reveals that he has had information that some pretty nasty things have been roaming the local farmlands that he believes are probably simply on a test run before they head off to Dorchard Ranch, because when you're a big fancy rancher, you sometimes have people that don't like you very much. And he's like, how about you guys look like you could clean up some stuff. Go clean up.
Oh, I wonder if it's more androids.
Oh, they're not.
Protecting ranches, that sounds like me. For a shepherd.
All I've heard is that they're big and scary and they got goblins on their back.
Oh,
Yes.
Goblins! Ugh, I hate them.
Okay. Let's
Oh
Goblins.
man, Pathfinder goblins are fun.
Goblins.
go beat up some goblins.
Did I hear goblin?
Goblins.
Let's go read a bunch of books. Ooh. What a burp. Excuse me for that. Anyway, you were given instructions that they're still rampaging in the countryside, and the local guard is like, yeah, we tried something, and then we just decided to stop doing something. You're the local criminal people around here. How about you go solve this problem, criminals?
The guards are talking about that they should do something.
We should do something. We should definitely do something.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are just going to go find the goblins and kinda chase them out of where they live so that they start running your way, and then you can mince them when they get to you.
Alright, kids. Do you want to start doing this today? I mean, you're still fresh and fruity. It's just a few hours walking to the countryside to reach the place where they're supposedly seen last.
We
Mod.
had a few days of rest.
Yeah, you're all
Yeah, well, as rife and ready to go as ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this. You head on out to the countryside. Spat. Like true heroes. You head on over along the riverside. Over Rivermouth.
Yeah. Maybe this time we can actually rent horses in town.
Ah, you want to rent some horses?
I mean,
Run
how
past
much is
screaming
that?
individuals.
Like, I bet that, like, Groblix could just summon a bunch of them for us, but, like...
Good. Nothing stopping him.
I can summon stuff, yeah.
Maybe he wants to save whatever charges that takes for more important things.
Yeah. How much is it to rent a horse? Let me just look it up.
I don't know. It's like a tenth of the price is like a deposit, and then a couple of silver pieces a day.
Yeah, like silver pieces. Wow. Sure.
Oh, you're just renting the horse, and you make a down payment. So.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Why does he have a fake dragon suit?
Because he's cute.
Why is it so good?
He's a Durgan.
I could cast one mount.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, it's one of my domain spells, so it's not like I will use it for something else except summoning some sturges.
Alright, check out one of these. Ooh, this is a nice one. Alright, kids and cadets. Once you think you've got what it takes, it's time to roll out.
Yeah.
Roll!
Ooh, it's like...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I need to take a quick potty break though. So, we'll take a quick break.
okay.
Sorry about that.
Alright.
Happens.
Okay.
Yeah, like the SRD lists are like okay.
What did we do with the marble idol again?
We just kinda gave it to the
Oh yeah, the illusionist.
illusionist, and he didn't pay us for it.
Ah, great.
I mean, I think it was kind of payment for him casting the spell on us before.
Oh yeah, like after all, he did do that, so I guess we owed him a favor.
All right then. All right then. That checks out. Off to beat some goblins. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So the document says that buying a light horse that's actually combat trained is like only 110. So renting one would probably be much less.
Assume. Goods and services. Somewhat hungry. You can buy a capybara for 1 gold piece.
How many gold pieces do we have?
Like a 5-digit amount, possibly. Or at least a 4-digit amount.
Man, we could buy so many capybaras.
Yeah.
Huh. Also sometimes referred to as donkey rats due to their size. Okay. Capybara. Yeah, or we could just get all the cats. One cat is only 3 copper pieces.
Hey, there's only room for one cat in this party.
Oh, okay. You can also buy a hunting cat. Much more expensive.
Yeah, the issue with all that is that you end up just kinda... Cats are difficult to control.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Ooh. Okay. For 1,500, you can get a chocobo.
But really?
Well, it's called an axe beak, but it's effectively a chocobo.
Yeah.
Big old bird. that you can ride.
I'm back.
Guys.
Oh, me too. Perfect.
Wow,
What?
you guys didn't die.
What?
Oh,
That's rude of you. Don't be like that.
right,
Good
Keiko.
job. You made it despite your own directions.
Don't.
Do it. Do it. Anyway, kids, you get some horses and head out to the east.
Yeah.
West. You're going west. Oh. How dumb can you be?
How much will it cost us to rent some horses?
Doesn't matter, we did it.
Hmm.
We've got the cash.
I mean,
They were on special, so
On special, yes. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna sort this all out for you.
yeah.
Animals and animal gear.
Animals.
how long is the ride? Because I could just summon a horse for myself.
I don't have to worry about such things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I summon my steed instead. It's like that. Instead of finding it, because that makes no sense in 5e. How do you find a familiar? I don't get it.
Gosh. Chariot sleigh. Well, like I said, a down payment of about 20 to 30 gold, depending on the kind of horse you want. And then for every day, that might just a little bit of money. Like a gold piece. It's nice and cheap around here. There's plenty of horses.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll be
still.
back by the end of the week
Mm-hmm.
at most.
You decide that this is a fantastic idea, which it may well be.
Hooray.
Head off west.
What happens if the horses die?
We probably have to pay full price.
You'll probably have to pay full price, and you also don't get your down payment back.
Hmm.
Your deposit. That's the term. Deposit is the word.
Yeah.
That shit is called a deposit. My dumb brain. Now I'm looking for a good map for this. But I don't think I have a good, nice open map. Because most maps don't focus on that too much. This will have to do. What's this called? Man, I can't stop getting that out of my head. West. You can go west if you really wanted to, but what's over there nobody knows. It might be dangerous. You sure want to go west. You could also go bleast.
It's beast.
It's like west.
West Coast, Bleast Coast.
West Coast, bleast coast, kids.
Wow, this is a behold location.
You head on over
Sure
west.
there.
You eventually see burnt fields, and in the distance you hear lightning.
Oh no, we'll have to dodge it
The
100
cackling
times. in a row.
of many
Please God.
goblins. And when you approach close enough, you do in fact see goblinos
Electro Goblins.
who point their fingers at the sky. Well, one of them points their fingers at the sky and shoots little arcs of lightning. And is having just a wondrous time with this.
Hmm.
They're all like cackling, watching over some of the sparse supplies they've actually stolen. Most of it just seems to have destroyed. As if in a show of power.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, or stupidity.
Maybe. Maybe they're just really dumb. They all seem
Same
to be
thing,
riding
honestly.
animals as well. Big, like, husky wargs.
Oh.
Big
Yeah.
ass. Well, it is unfortunate, but they are goblins, so they don't really care about their own lives. So we shouldn't feel too bad about ending them.
I mean, they've
Well,
set
I mean-
fire to the fields and they're shooting lightning bolts all over the place. They're clearly having a great time.
And we have been sent here to clean up. So I don't think we really need to bother with any kind of diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, from what you could tell, hired to do this job. So they knew what they were getting into.
Wow. Goblins don't understand such concepts as being hired.
They were probably given like a bag of marbles or something and told, "Hey, go have some fun in this field."
I
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
your very, very low opinion of goblins.
They're goblins.
Excellent. Well, what's your plan? You see them off in the distance. They might not stick around forever.
Well, should I just kinda box them in like I did last time, guys?
They appear to be mounted, so yeah, restricting their movement would probably be a good idea.
Okay, well, I believe now I can make a. Yeah. I mean, oh, whoops! It moved.
Yeah, they aren't sitting still for you to start pulling out rulers and math.
Damn it! Here's a.
Stay still, damn it!
Here's a cage. That's an illusion.
Oh no, an illusionary cage.
Gasp.
You immediately hear a cry of "Ah! Ha, ha, ha! More corpses to loot! Let's give them all a little go, shall we?"
Yeah.
Where are we approaching from?
Yes, where are you approaching from? Probably from Bleast.
Yes, please.
Blorth by Blorth Bleast.
No, we are approaching from west. Jeez.
Fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, of course, since we are
Close
going
from
to
underground.
Greece,
I mean, that would be fun, but I don't have the spell for that yet.
Are we coming from Dennis?
Yeah.
Just plop yourself on the map wherever you think looks sexiest.
Yeah. West looks appropriate.
Oh wait, I should probably do these tokens differently. Okay, there. Just give me a moment because copying hit points works this way. No, I didn't want to. One of them's like, wall! Where's everyone? There's wall now. That's not good. Walls are bad. Don't trust walls, kids. If you ever happen across a wall, ignore it. It is bad. Initiative starts immediately. This guy is rearing to go.
Oh.
He rolls a 24. He's really rearing to go. God dang.
Whoa.
All the scouts. Okay.
The wall is a hedge wall because
Staying
that's-
on fleek, I see.
Yeah, I mean it can't be too unrealistic, you know.
You can't fool them. You don't have bluff checks.
Yeah.
Jump the hedges. How tall is this wall, by the way?
It can't be more than 10 feet tall because it needs to be in a 10-foot cube. So it's probably that tall.
I like it. Alright, kids. Has everyone rolled their initiativo?
not yet. Whoops.
You bean. You're going to the bean jail.
No.
Rest in peace.
Okay. No. Wargs might not be proficient climbers, but they can try. Valentine, there's a wall in the way.
Gasp.
You saw goblins, and now you don't.
Where did goblins go?
There's the one over there, though.
Yeah, you do see that
Right.
one, like off in the distance.
I am going to. There. Okay. Gotta like go over to him. And distance. Probably fine. Take a
going
pot shot
to-
at him.
You pull out your gun.
Gun. And go
Never
gun.
say it coming.
Mm-hmm. The golden revolver. Are you within the magic 30? No, you are not in the magic 30 feet, so that goes straight to his AC.
Yeah. It's a magic 35,
Plink.
unfortunately.
Well, actually, no, he's flat-footed, so that does in fact hit him.
Bang.
Bang, bang. Since Carl is the only person who would naturally know that this is an illusion, they see this sneaky little goblin get up, jump, and just swoosh into the air.
Oh
Wow.
no, he die.
Aha! I see.
Flying
I see
goblins.
many a Longshanks. And he crackles with lightning. Let's see. What's his funnest attack to use in this context? His Castello is... That's the wrong spell. Good job, me. You clicked the wrong one. You did it. I did it. Cool. He whirls his hands together, holds them out both, and two bolts of lightning shoot from his hands. They're not lightning bolts. Don't worry about that. Indeed. Oh wait, no, I think he needs to get a bit closer, doesn't he? Just a smidge. And also not be blocked by trees. Two lightning bolts fly your way. Scorching ray, technically. Dealing electric damage on no other than Galter, who should be healed up.
Oh, right.
And Valentine. Because Valentine is being rude, and Galter is Galter. Galter, stop being so
He
big.
He probably conducts electricity the best out of all of us.
Okay. Let's see. Valentine, what is your touch AC?
Touch AC is 14.
Oh, wow. You dodge this ray of sparking into the tree next to you.
Ray of-
Splinters flying at your face. Galter, what's your touch AC?
Heck yeah.
Gold
Faster than lightning.
touch AC is 11.
Well, they rolled an 11, so I didn't even have to do any math.
Hooray!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Math is for nerds.
Oh, wow, he
Please
didn't
go
roll
away.
terrible on this one. So that is 8 plus 8. 16. Electric damage courses through your veins. From this annoying flying goblin who's having a great day.
Bzzz.
Carl.
Well, since these guys are being surprisingly difficult,
Well, I mean, one of them shot a lightning bolt once.
yeah.
Difficult as in.
The other
not
one
being
got
good
shot
boys.
as usual.
Yeah. So there's like trees and stuff. Right?
Yes.
Okay, well,
There are no major obstacles, yeah, that much.
I mean, I guess they technically have something to like span a web around,
Mm.
but they
Guard
could
dog.
just cast Big Stinky.
A big stinky cloud appears.
Yeah, like
What a
that's
trick.
a fun one.
Gotta try out your new spell sometime.
Yeah.
Show me the DC.
I mean, it's a conjuration that's level 3, so it's like a 19, I believe.
A wow wow is the proper word for this context. Alright. Just draw me in where the circle is. Where does this stinky cloud appear?
Okay, so it's supposed to be a.
Well, it's actually high enough that it will also hit the sorcerer if you want to go for him.
Yeah, like Let me just need to make it a 20-foot radius. So
Okay, let's see. How does moderate wind? Okay, so no. There is wind, but not meaningful amounts to blow this cloud away.
I believe this is like an appropriate radius.
Yeah, and it's implied to be a cylinder.
Yeah, it's 20 feet tall.
Blech! They all start a coughing. And they also can't see very well since it's the stinky, opaque cloud.
Yeah, it's a fog cloud, except also stinky.
Stinky. Who here is the biggest stinky? We will never know, but there are many contenders. Time to roll a handful of dice. Let's see. We have one who makes it, two who definitely don't make it, one who makes it with a 19. Oh, that's nice. And another one doesn't make it. And going in order, these two dweebs and the sorcerer himself are hit with the big stinky. Nobody can see these goblinos anymore, and the goblinos can't see anyone else.
Yeah.
He's like, where does he run? Where does he hide? What does he do? How does he do it? He just kind of runs back, oblivious of the wall until he runs through it. And he's like, ah! And the war scratches into the ground and just stops. And that's his turn. Is he just runs out, and is surprised to find that he didn't crash into the wall and is out of the cloud, but he's still really sick. Ade.
Right then. So, how far up is this
Too far
goblin
for
here?
Ade.
Yeah.
It went over the wall, like at least 10 feet and up.
Flying high. And what's this guy over here? This outside the cage goblin.
Also a gobble on a
Hmm.
work. He's having the day of his life.
Well, his day is gonna get a little bit worse as a dinosaur charges at him.
Darting through the trees. Ah!
Yep.
It's not fair.
Whomp.
Well, his armor, he has this little angry thing hanging off his fine armor. He starts batting at it to get off. Get off! Ah! I just washed this. Ade sees probably the most embarrassing thing ever, as this guy hears the noise and jumps at the wall to climb it, and then plonks on the ground as it flies straight through. The warg is momentarily completely stunned, as is the gobbo, who's like, wait, what? Oh! And does not attack on this turn, as it is just too baffled by what just happened.
Do you get an attack of opportunity for it moving into? Probably not. Okay.
It's moving out.
Oh.
Not moving in. The goblins shout that the walls are fake. It's all fake!
This whole worldview is unraveling.
They're fake. Kill the fakers. Spill their flake blood on the fake floor. What does Grub do? He's in intense
Grubbo?
thought. Drifloon is giving it the masterful chess move of thinking.
Yeah. This is already quite a mess.
You have a conjuration wizard. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah, of course. So let's make it more messy.
Is it time for the 1d4 plus 2 sturges?
No.
Good.
How does my spell work again? Forgot everything. Play.
I believe it works by like causing darkness, and also it deals like acid and cold damage at the beginning and end of turn respectively.
Let's summon a swarm. It's always fun.
You summon a swarm. Where do you summon this swarm?
Can I target this?
No, you can't see that place, and you usually need to see where you're firing to shoot something there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just put it into Big Stinky.
You shoot
Yeah,
the
you
swarm.
can't see into Big Stinky.
Can I target into Big Stinky?
You can target
That's-
at the edge of Big Stinky.
Perfect. And we put some rats there. Because they're fun.
Rats. They're rats. Now, the giant rat who makes all the rules is unfortunately still back at base, so...
So Grublix is substituting.
Okay, these move after your turn. Unfortunately, due to your complete lack of math magic, you forget that you do not control the swarm. And the swarm goes after whoever's closest, and this guy's in the sky. Wait, it's entirely possible that Valentine's also closest. I just realized
Oh
that.
god.
You're both closest.
He's in the sky. Oh, I forgot. Damn it. Sorry.
Two of you, please roll me a 1d6.
Oh god. Oh great.
Carl, what does your die have to say?
Oh, well.
Also, the rats have to make a con save, fort save, because they're in this fog cloud. They're nauseous. But
Damn
they're
it,
going
I
after
should have-
Valentine. They're just like...
Damn it, I should have used bats then instead. Whoops.
Oh no, rats.
But they
Vomiting
can
rats
see-
are at your feet.
The
They
irony.
can see in the direction.
They can barely see. They are a swarm of well, if they can't see, then sure, they'll go after you. They'll stand next to you, vomiting and gagging. Watch out for your shoes,
They-
kids.
They're just being unpleasant. They're not a threat. It's just please leave me alone.
This guy has a battle axe as he looks down at this little thing. He's like, "Yeah! No, my armor! Get off armor! Mine!" And swings his battle axe twice. Wow, what a great job. What's Ade's AC?
14.
Then he hits at least once. How nice for him.
Huh?
Too bad he hits like a wet paper towel. And rolls... Oh, well, he does roll an 8, so that's nice. He's swinging his battle axe in every direction he can. Ah! Managing to hit somehow.
How much?
8. He rolled pretty high. He has a weak modifier, strong die. His work awkwardly shuffles. Like, okay. I'm flanking. That's what I was bred to do.
Yeah. Well, Galter starts charging.
Galter stomp, stomp, stomp. Sinking half into the ground during some of his steps.
Yeah.
This
I'm
goblin was
judging.
very distracted by certain circumstances. And he hears like, "It's fake!" And he's like, "What's fake?" He's very confused, and his world just doesn't make sense right now. And then he hears rats skittering,
Vomiting.
and he can see like out this end of the cloud, so he just runs out, and his work again hits the wall, and he's sick and tired, and he wants to take a nap. This one also follows the same procedure of storming out, nauseous, confused, and then just sort of flopping on the floor. Valentine,
That's me.
what do you do?
Yeah, I think I'll come over here and help Ade. Some good old-fashioned swashbuckling.
You take out your finest rapier, swoosh it around, and say, "On guard!" Before
Swooshy
you
swoosh.
deliver a fine blow. Blit! Ade might have gotten caught in the armor, but that only stretched it wide for your piercing blow to go straight through.
Gonna add that +8 and give it the old frightening kitty strike.
You make him spooked. Give me the spooks.
Activate spokes.
He is hella shaken. Let's see. What's a nice little spooked icon? This is nice for spooked. He is shaken for several rounds. He's like, "You should get out of here!" Ah! Boss, he's so big and scary.
Yeah.
Like you pull up your hand, like, "Yeah."
Just nearly has a heart attack from that. Has different connotations in this world.
Mm-hmm. This guy up here flies through the air, through the big stinky cloud, hiding behind it, coughing the whole way through, and slowly takes out a little bottle that he's going to sip. Stupid. Yeah. Oh, I did something and I didn't mean to do it. I don't know what just happened, but I hope it works. Carl, there are rats at your feet and they're gross. And vomiting.
And they are dead. Am I still on the horse?
Presumably.
Nice.
I imagine that you're the kind of person who would stay on the horse the whole way through.
Yeah.
Get you
Oh,
a flying
so-
carpet, baby.
Yeah. I'll move to like somewhere. And then figure out whether I can be a horse archer.
We will see. Get to go boop, 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 boop. Okay, I'm gonna look for some horse information. It's relevant, don't worry.
Horse law.
Roll me some horse lore.
Do you want actual...
I need to look something up about your horses. Carl, oh, no. Even retching and... blech, he seems to keep his ground. This one over here has finally regained his senses. As in, he's no longer confused by the situation. And decides that he's going to... whoop. Jump off his bivvy, take cover, and take aim at Are with a bow. Let's take a look, see what does this involve. There we go. He doesn't get multiple attacks, but he does get the one. Wow. Pew! Are takes 10.
Oh,
Arrow swooshing by. Are barely dodging out of the way, straining themselves to do so. Are's getting ganged on by goblins. That's not good.
goblins. Yeah, okay. Let's bite on the north, to the one to the north, who's terrified of
Who's shaking?
Valentine.
Just like he's shaking it in a saddle, and even his works like no. Oh
Yeah, okay.
boy.
Does it give me any kind of bonuses on attack?
I think shaking just reduces his stats a bit, but we'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
Jump.
Wow.
8.
Ade is not having the best day today. To be fair, there's like an arrow that almost hit him. And so now you're seeing like, Longshanks. You think we come close to Longshanks without having a plan? We always have plan. Plan is axe. Axe is the plan.
It's a good plan. Respect that.
Okay, he rolled 2 on Ade. What a plan! Ugh. That's a wasted 19 goblin. You should feel very bad about yourself. Grub, you're going to be target of your own rat swarm soon.
Whoops.
You can
Speaking
probably
of-
dismiss it.
No.
Speaking of bad plans,
You can't dismiss swarms.
How long do they hold again? 2 rounds, if I remember correctly.
5 rounds. 1 round per level.
5?
If not
caster
longer
level, what?
because of your planes domain.
No, it's a rat. That's not a quadruped herbivore.
It is
like,
not an obligate herbivore, no.
Maybe these ones are.
if it were
You know.
tiny ponies or something like that, yeah, that's true.
A swarm of ponies.
They're just rats. Rats with hooves.
Yeah, if they had hooves, that would be fine. Yeah, then they would. Duration, concentration plus 2. What does that mean?
Duration,
means
concentration. Oh, then you have to maintain concentration to keep them around, I guess.
Plus 2 rounds. So after I dismiss my concentration, they only have 2 rounds left.
Yeah.
I suppose.
What a great spell.
Yeah.
They stay longer than you want them to.
Clearly, you're gonna attack me now, and then I will lose my concentration. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop my concentration on them then, and
Speaking of which, the silent image is also concentration, so it's would be gone by now.
yeah, that was kind of dumb of me. So let's do something else. Can I somehow get that swarm away? Could throw an aquarius orb on them, but that would be quite a waste. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
Rethinking your life is a free action.
I forgot if bark skin increases touch armor. Because Swab is gonna use touch stuff. Let's just cast Long Strider and make one. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself so that I can actually.
Sure. You take a big step. I imagine that, like Jake, you just kind of make this huge arc with your legs. Whoop! Over there. Then your swarm moves up to you. And just sits there. It's still vomiting. This guy over here is so spooked by Valentine. He shakily grabs his axe with 2 hands. He's like, "Go away! No!" And he misses. What's your AC? He might have hit there, but
My AC is. Sorry, I'm all over the place. 18.
oh, he misses twice. He swings his axe futilely at you. He's like, "Go away!"
Aha!
Galter.
Okay. Let's see. How injured is that gobbo what they're looking?
Not at half. These are tough gobbos.
Ah,
There's a reason the guard decided to call this one off for today.
tough gobbos.
I think
Okay.
we haven't hit them that much.
Yeah, a lot of turns have been spent messing around, if anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
summoning rats that don't do
What?
anything.
I'll attack that one then with the hunting pot. Activate my hunting party.
Oh no. Poor baby.
So, attack.
If only he had flanking.
16. Man.
This gobbo over here is taking a moment. Oh. He takes a good long and a little puff of green smoke comes out of his mouth, and he's like, okay, let's go. This one over here is in a similar state, but provokes an attack of opportunity as he tries to clear his stomach out.
Oh.
So Ada can give him a good old chompy chomps. No, they can't.
It's trolling the wheel.
Valentine.
Yeah. Uh, I'm am I able to get down and hit the bottom one? Just kind of sidestep past Golter? Or am I going to get a bonus
Why
stab?
why are you so incessant on going after Mr. Dirt down below?
I want to spread the fear. I want to, I want to get everyone scared of me.
Sure, go nuts. I'll say the guy next to you is
Right.
like not attack of opportunity because he's just so scared. He's actually just swinging wildly.
Right.
His warg is too spooky. It's just too hard to hit anything right now. Oh, you hit him again with a 1 on your damage roll.
I'll just add 4 to that one in terms of damage. And of course, gotta put the icing on top.
Yeah, he's definitely got the shivers in his bones.
Yeah.
The leader takes a big drink of a mysterious brew and doesn't look as vomit induced. He hears all the screams of fear of his allies and says, "Kill who you can!" Sorry. "Kill who you can and run away. We're done here. As for you, Mr. Big Stinky, I'll show you what it means to hurt." Lightning bolt. Crackle, thunder, spasms. I want a reflex saving throw from you, Mrs. Lightning Bolt. Mr. Lightning Bolt. I don't know what you are. Mr. Mrs. Lightning Bolt. I need 2 more. There we go. Carl, roll me some lightning bolt taking damage. Reflex saving throw. While I decide if your horse explodes or not. Although then again, you do have you probably bought a nice horse that isn't going to immediately explode from a bad situation. I just want to
Didn't buy one of those cheap exploding horses.
No, you shouldn't buy those. They're just terrible. So that's 10. And that's 10, so that's 20. Your horse is dead. Although technically... Oh wait, your horse still gets a saving throw, actually. Just remembered, your horse does get a saving throw. A 1. No. The horse is well, actually, fun thing I found out is that the way that Pathfinder handles this is, technically speaking, everything gets to enter the dying state, so your horse is dying. You are hit for 20 lightning damage coursing through your veins as he orders the retreat, and he will sound off the retreat from his little aerial perch. His warg who's still in the stinky clouds, like... "Kill who you can and leave," was the command. Calderoy, your horse... You're on the floor now, as your horse collapses and is in a comatose state for now.
Well...
But you're alive.
Yeah. Well, if he's tossing out something like that, I'm going to check my summon monster list. I have an idea what they want, but I want to recheck it.
I like where this is going. Show me the goods.
Okay, the goods are a Lantern Archon.
Oh, that's an interesting selection. Hans and Archons are silly boys, but I like them. Alright, he gets to move after your turn. You still have a move action, which you presumably use to get up. Unless you prefer staying down. It would give you an advantage if anyone decides to shoot you with the longbows.
Yeah, I'm just going to probably just kind of lie behind the horse.
You pretend to be a horse corpse, which from his perspective is difficult to make out, since, horses are pretty chunky.
Yeah. So there's just like a ball of light rises from behind the horse.
You can summon this Lantern Archon wherever, really. Here's he is. Let me just give control to you so you can summon him wherever.
Yeah, I mean, now that's a fine place. So...
The goblin's like, whoa! Where'd this come from?
I tell it in Celestial to chase down this flying ringleader guy. He's evil and he will try to hurt you with lightning, but you don't need to worry.
That he doesn't. He does have mostly lightning spells.
Yeah.
Trick.
So give him the beams.
The goblins will try to obey their command as best as they were issued. But upon seeing Valentine being loud and scary every single time, he will give Valentine a goodbye gift before he decides to pack his warg up and leave.
Please don't.
He will fire twice, and then he will take the rest of his movement to sort of move into his workspace and pack up next turn. Good news! He rolled a 1.
Hooray.
Bad news! He also rolled a 20. What a polarized goblin this is. He doesn't quite know what he wants, really. He rolls 10 damage. Oh no, wait, 15 because there's a times 3 multiplier.
If he rolled a 20, I'm going to use Gunslinger's Dodge.
What does that do?
I spend one of my points, and then I can drop prone to get a +4 on my AC against ranged attacks.
Criticals always hit.
Criticals always hit?
Critical.
Never mind! I'll take the damage.
You are pelted with an arrow that is filled with the fury and rage of an angry tiny man.
I can't stop angry tiny men. That's,
Ade is holding on, but it's entirely likely that they're going to kill and snatch this thing if they get the chance. Grab and bag, as they say. I don't know what happens to Ade if they kill and take them with her, but there you go. That's what they've been told to do. So that's what they'll probably do.
Okay. Full defense?
Full defense. Ade takes a moment to center their aura, their inner self. This Gobbo is still like looking at Valentine. It's like, go away!
So,
Grr.
what's your willpower stat?
Oh no, wait.
+4 dodge bonus DC for 1 round.
Good news, Valentine, Galter, and Ade. This guy runs off with his move action on his little fancy horse warg, provoking all the attacks of opportunity as he swings at Valentine. It's like a desperation, like, leave, you demon, and then scoots off with his mount. So give him a thwacking if you want to. Give him a goodbye kiss. That is one hell of a goodbye kiss.
For anyone.
Galter's a passionate smoocher.
Galter does not sit on his passion for combat. Grubbelix, who has spent most of combat running from rats.
His triumphant return to the game.
I'm kind of, Pathfinder is kind of confusing.
It is.
Because there's just so much stuff, and it's great, but also it's confusing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How fast is a freaking swarm?
A swarm of rats. 15 feet. Oh, they're a lot slower than I thought. They're actually over here.
Ah, okay. Alright, so yeah.
They also
Basically, I just-
they also have no reach. They need to be where you are.
Yeah, that's something I remember. And yeah, no, that's just for flying. Flying swarms. Land swarms are always 5 feet square, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3. Can I attack something from here? No. Don't see anything at all. If I move up here, I should... No, I'm not able to hit that guy with the dart.
You can hit him, but he's like behind
Oh.
cover. He has like a big AC bonus.
Yeah, so it's kind of stupid.
Oh no, actually he's climbing on his
Yeah.
work, so he lost that bonus.
Ah,
He's just the
Alright.
ordinary attack.
then let's do this. Where is my freaking character sheet?
I think these are all good reasons to play Pathfinder 2 at some day. Or 5e again. Because as much as I like Pathfinder, why is the best sheet so slow and cumbersome?
Yeah, that's really something I
They really
kind
could
of
have cut down
dislike
on a lot of
about...
places, but I imagine everyone has use for something. You know what? I'm almost tempted to just say that we're going to play with a PDF and don't give a crap, or play with the simple
Amazing.
sheets, because honestly, it doesn't really matter in the end. That is,
I
it is just what a polarizing series of events this little fight's been so far. This one is like,
Yeah. I mean,
like-
we just kind of need to remember what our modifiers are and then just roll the d20s
You can make a cheat sheet,
separately.
yes. Ade has hit for too much. For one blow, he smacks Ade on the head for 8. And then he will scoot off, triggering attack of opportunity from Galter. You grab
Never
him.
a good
I'm
idea.
out of here! Galter, show him that you do not do that without getting bonked first. Or after getting... Well, technically he gets bonked after he takes Ade down.
Oh.
So, hold on, when did that my Archon move?
After your turn, so whenever you want, he can just do whatever on this turn.
Okay, well,
Unless you want to be ready to chase immediately, but... Now,
My Bat Swarm should be dismissed now after its move, if I remember correctly.
alright, we'll just remove it then, because it's not going to do anything interesting.
Yeah. Amazing.
Let's see, how does this work for monsters? Dalter, what do you want to do on your turn? As your pet baby is on the floor bleeding.
I can reach that, so I'll just get over here, loom menacingly over Goblin here, and smash him down. Oh, where's my thing?
It's like, oh no. Crushing blow. He will see his life flash before his eyes, but can he avoid losing his life?
Let's see. And that one there. Crunch.
No, he does not. Roll me that bonus damage, baby. Unless you already added it.
Yeah, already added.
Oh, wow, you took a big chunk out of him. This goblin, who didn't get to do anything this whole turn.
Oh, so also he has to make the DC
yeah.
12
DC
or be
12.
safe. Or be flat-footed.
He makes it. Which isn't too hard to make, really.
Yeah.
This goblin over here who has contributed nothing and is like, oh, we're already retreating? God damn, this is an easy day. I didn't get beaten to within an inch of my life. How nice. See ya. This one over here, however, does as he was ordered to do. Grab him and bag him. Attack for opportunity from Galter as he sort of leans in to quickly snatch and rope this creature up. Ow. Ow.
Jesus Christ. I always roll ones or twos, and then this guy here.
Galter is, to be fair, the guy whose entire job it is to bonk things really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's quite good at it.
He then
When not
drags Adi along with him. He's like, ah! Valentine, they're leaving. You have this turn, because next turn they're in full speed and you cannot catch up.
So I'm going to try and stop him from running off with Ade by using that thing you said that I had last time, dead shot. Time for gun.
It's gun time.
What it said that I could do is make as many attacks as possible, and every success adds to the base damage.
That's a full round action, so...
Oh yeah, I can't move, can I?
No, you can't.
Swoop back
You
over
can
there.
take a 5-foot step, though, to get a little closer.
Yeah.
You're outside of the touch range, but I think you're still in, like, normal weapon range, so go nuts.
It's basically a barrel shot one or what?
Essentially, you make all attacks, and if one of them hits, all the damage gets applied.
So how many would I make? Exactly.
Funnily enough, I don't think you have multiple. We'll just say you get to make 2.
Okay, I'll make 2.
Just so it does something.
Alright. First.
Alright. Well, you already hit, so roll damage twice as you make a dead shot.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
Hammer.
You blast him. You blast him. I think that, yeah. as he falls off his warg, and he didn't tie Ade down yet. The warg rushes off to wherever. The goblin slams into the ground, having lost its prey. The Ade is here still, so you can recover the body and heal them back up to not being dead.
Yeah.
The goblins work. This guy over here is like, this is annoying. It does, however, know that Archons, celestial beings that glow light, tend to be resistant to lightning. So he'll just say, and fly off. What a hero. What a hero. He scoots out, and the Lodging Archon, presumably prepared its action to follow, follows along.
Yeah.
Whoop.
It has, say, 60 feet
Yeah.
speed, and it can make the light beam attacks.
Oh my.
So it will keep doing that.
Go ahead and moderately inconvenience him.
Okay, so do we get one light beam or two? Because
2. It doesn't specify that it works like that.
Okay.
So I'll say it just gets to use both. Let's see.
So it has 7 rounds of existence.
Upon getting shot, he's like, oh, you wanna go down? You wanna put up them dukes, boy? You wanna give me the old rock'em sock'em? Nah. What a goblin. This guy over here is like, yep, packing up and going. Gives you a little salute. Yeah! And zooms into the forests. Off screen. Where I can't touch him. Good job, me. There. Ade is having a good long nap. This guy has scooting out of there. Scoot. Grubelix.
Should I cast and
If you really wanted to piss them off more and risk them saying, okay, because that lightning guy is still down there.
I mean, we don't really have to kill them, just chase them away, so it's basically fine. So who of the goblins isn't actually running? They all are.
Yeah, they're all booking it. Their leader's getting out of here, so everyone else is
The
kind of
leader's like,
leaving with
we
them.
don't have to worry about these chumps. Let's just leave.
How about we check on the horse?
I
It's
mean, the
dying.
exploded horse.
Is it completely dead, or
No,
is
it's
it
dying.
dying?
It's bleeding out.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm gonna move up. I think that's my full move.
Sure.
Since I have to move around big stink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Off into the distance. Galter. Ade's on the ground.
While the goblin is getting his whole stretch out.
That's supposed to show that they're gone now. There they are, out there.
Okay. Right. How far away is that? Just out of my... Yeah, I am just running. I'm running. That's my turn.
Scoop up your baby. Scoop.
No, Eddie!
Valentine.
Basically, everyone's gotten away at this point.
With some significant wounds. Like, don't underestimate how much damage you did there. Ooh.
But I'm sure we can track them down after they've run
Well,
off.
they're all bleeding, and their wargs are
Probably.
making a big mess as they move along.
Yeah, it's probably safer that way. Then we can kind of safely disengage for now and tend to our wounds.
Yep.
the Archon continues to make attacks as it
Excellent.
pursues.
Valentine. Okay, it's now between Archon and Floaty McGuy. What does Floaty McGuy have up his sleeves that won't do electricity damage? It might work in this context. Do. Probably not much. But that's alright. Oh, that's neat. But not useful. But he does have the old magic classic of Magic Missile. Alright, so let's just roll some magic missile, which I think at level 7 is 4. So let me just grab 4d4s. What a lovely die to be rolling. So that is 1, that's 2, 3, 5. And my brain farted. Good job.
Toot.
So that's 4. That's 9. That's 12. Okay. The first turn he does 12. Your Lightning Archon is down to 1, so he gets to do an attack. That's another 8. Getting some good mileage out of this, because he does start to look like he's almost down to half. And then he will make another magic missile attack and guaranteed destroy the Lightning Archon.
Yeah.
Afterwards, he resumes his flight, badly injured, with spotches of divine light beaming out of his body, leaving a glowing trickle of blood on the floor, which any good dog could chase with ease. Alright, we're out of initiative, as everything spooky has decided to scoot. You hear their trampling in the distance.
Yeah. Oh well.
Alright, let's see.
I assume that Gibraltar can at the very least get the horse not dead. And if you guys up there want to make a heal check, to just give Ade what it takes to not bleed out as fast,
Potion of Cure Moderate Wounds.
that will also do the trick.
Whoop.
And hey, you have a dead goblin.
Did healing start at 0, or do I start at the
There are
minus
negatives,
3?
so he goes up to +5.
Whoop. Yeah.
Hooray.
Marvelous. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Well then,
Well,
So should I also do a heal check on the horse, or is that fine?
you can use a cure wounds spell or rub him with some heal checks.
Then I'm gonna whop him with.
Rub that horse.
Because any form of healing will instantly stabilize a creature.
Intense horse rubbing action.
Don't. The horse is stable. You think. Well, you're a druid, you probably know. Chops off the goblin's head. Well, sure. There goes his head.
Somebody is really angry.
Oh,
They probably felt that all the way over there.
yeah. I
messy,
Grab it.
but shoot yourself.
The
grab,
ground
grab
was
it with me.
shaking after.
I tie the head to my belt.
That'll really spook him.
That's pretty hardcore. Okay, so what time is it?
In the day,
Mm.
it's getting on.
Did we achieve what we were meant to, or
You were told to get rid of them, to kill them, if anything. They're going to be a problem to Orchard Ranch, not to here. Here they don't really mind as much. It's more they're going after one of their big benefactors.
Well,
They're goblins.
so-
They've been loudly declaring that all day.
Yeah, need to chase after them.
so? I guess we should continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tracking them down. Probably a good idea.
Excellent. You
Yeah,
leave the
well.
dead gobble behind and move along. Does it tip? A what?
A what?
I don't know what a tear pillow is.
It's
Come
probably like a Twitch emote, but I don't know which one.
Excuse me.
It's a whoopsie doopsie. I made a whoopsie.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can follow the gobelinos to their lair, leaving the body behind.
It's
the headless,
the
headless body. Excuse me.
That's what they always do in the anime when they fucked up. Whoops!
I don't know where I have that emote from, but I have it apparently.
I want it. Why do I don't have it?
Probably turnip chat, if anyway.
It's time to get even, Stephen. Luckily, Despite them being fast, the track they leave is fresh enough that with the help of a druid who can tell where things are going,
Nice.
Yeah.
you can keep pace with ease. Ultimately spotting their lair as an area where some rocks have piled up together to form this small pseudo-cave. But we'll leave this for next time, so in the meantime you can discuss how you want to handle this. It seems to be just them. They're licking their wounds, sipping potions they had with them.
We should probably do the same. I mean, Ade and Carl have both had the crap beaten out of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to need to find some more crap.
The sorcerer is loudly is loudly making proclamations about like, well, we don't have to worry about them. We'll get paid if we take care of the other place. We showed them some for. We'll show everyone some for. Gobos unite! Which is weird.
Yeah,
Dang
well,
goblins.
so I still have like a Summon Master 2 in tow, I still have a web, I still have...
They are now, like, they're bunched up around a campfire. So,
Yeah.
web would not be a terrible idea.
And Tangle also, so they basically quite
But this
Also,
is...
when you
easily
say-
surprised there.
When you say they're in like a makeshift cave, does it have like an overhang over the top of it? Could be
Yes,
like...
it does have an overhang over the top of it. Thank you for asking.
So if we like, just saying, knock down the supports and caused a cave in, we could probably, rain some rocks down on them.
You'd have to break apart the whole rock that's above them to do that. Or get some rocks up there
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
There's not like a preset landslide waiting to happen up there.
Yeah, I thought like, it would just be a whole bunch of rocks kind of stacked haphazardly, igloo style. But, like,
Yeah. No, it's more like a couple of huge rocks that form a natural overhang because of their size.
yeah,
Alright. How hard would that be?
To blow
Probably
up a rock
very.
like that, you need some explosives.
I mean, I've got some explosives, but it's only
So
like
there-
it's only like 2 pipe bombs,
I mean-
so it's probably not enough to like obliterate a giant rock.
Galte flexes his muscles.
I mean,
One second.
You don't
they're in a-
count.
if I got this right, they're in a camp, in a cave, right? Or something
Yeah.
like
It's basically like a cave opening.
that. I
Sort of.
totally don't
Cave
have
is a strong word, really.
a small hole.
There is a rock ceiling.
So I wonder if I just can cast Aquarius Orb on them and they basically drown if they don't escape fast enough.
I mean, if you want to go for some extreme options, we can do this right now.
I mean, I can do like cast enlarge person on Galter, I can...
And then he doesn't fit into the layer perfect.
I mean, what's the map like? I mean, it's like noon. We still have like at least 40 minutes in the session if we feel like it.
Yeah. If you really want to push it. If you're feeling lucky, punk.
I mean,
If you want to keep going, you can keep going.
sure, we can just finish them
so-
off and then we're basically done.
So I believe I have like 45 charges on the Wand of Cure Light Wounds still, so how about I just zap it a few times on people?
Okay.
Zip zap zoop it. If you sure how many
So
we need
who
to do.
needs how much healing?
They could use some. Like
Yeah.
15 points worth.
Zap, zap, that's 12 for 2 charges.
Alright.
Now myself. Zap. Zap. Okay, 14 for me.
I could use
41
one charge.
left. Okay.
Actually, I
Zap.
just realized the last map is also somewhat suited for this. If we just move into the right place.
I guess Galte could use a zap. Took a little bit of it.
Okay. So 39 charges left after this one zap.
I think I still have 45 on mine.
Okay. I'll just put it in my notes because I don't have a better way of tracking it.
Okay, I'm missing.
Ooh, that's one stretchy boy.
13 points.
It's just a wide goblin.
Like, It's 750 to have this wand.
It's good for zapping.
So happy to do that.
Zaps.
So yeah, do you want to like draw the walls if there are any walls of note?
Inside the cave. It's kind of like extends 10 feet inward from the edge here, so sure.
Like, I want to estimate how much is the. Okay, so that's how it is.
They're all kind of huddled inside, ish,
Yeah.
around a little fire.
Yeah.
Their stuff is here too.
Yeah. So should I do just enlarge person or also invisibility on Galter so that he can get like the first attack on?
And then I'm gonna cast haste on him.
Yeah, like let's just buff up the murder person.
It's freaking.
It's tried and true.
Galter, it's your
No, it's-
revenge. It's your revenge fantasy. Go nuts.
It's
Yeah.
freaking. I forgot.
Ogre
also-
Part 2.
I also
sequel.
inject my strength mutagen.
Galter
Kind of
decides today is the day for stomping.
Super Hulk time.
Like they almost killed and stole his pet.
Yeah, let's give
Yeah.
him that.
So you okay? Enlarge person.
And so yeah, invisible, hasted, enlarged
Yeah.
person.
Due to the way the spell works, the head that you carry with you is also bigger now.
Yeah.
Since everyone else is
So-
buffing him, I'll just give him a very like encouraging back rub.
I can also.
You can do it,
cast-
pal. You got this.
Give him a right, then a left.
So I'm also gonna cast guidance on him. So that's so fun. Oh.
Galter will not approach this place very stealthily, but he will move quickly.
I mean, invisibility, so he'll be heard but not seen.
Oh. Okay, you also make him invisible, because why not?
It's
Yeah.
like death comes. Invisible death.
Also, I'll cast Mage Armor on myself because I have it prepared.
Okay, so
And then, when it's time,
so that's actually creature gain +1 combat bonus on single attack. Okay. Single attack roll.
Yeah.
And haste.
so... Okay, this is still at medium range, apparently.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Big charging ball.
Is the... Of course, this haste.
So yeah,
So add that to the list.
Alright, you ready, kids?
Are you ready, kids?
No cat.
Oh, why must you always be contrarian, kids?
I'm a freaking rebel. I'm in puberty. I don't want to do the system wants of me.
Oh.
I'm going to put Glitter Dust there when Galter has almost approached. That's my ready action.
Delicious.
So
Alright.
I'm just preparing the...
You got all the things ready. All you have to do is start shouting.
Yeah.
Alright then. Good, Galter. You are the one who's going to start this fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I roll initiative or do I just charge?
we're just gonna say everyone still has to roll initiative because they're not that weak that they can't do some damage. This isn't a guaranteed success. We'll put it like that. Well,
Yeah.
guaranteed flawless victory.
Yeah.
The one over here is looking the completely wrong direction, so he's not getting much. Oh wait, that's. I almost added all the geometric shapes to the initiative order. I'm pretty sure they have nothing to do with this.
Man, I keep doing badly on this.
I forgot again to click on my freaking token.
I'll add you, and then you can manually alter your initiative. This one rolled a... Oh, wow, this one actually rolled pretty good. But he's weak, so he's like, no! I don't want to be part of this.
Yeah, so, like... I'm just wondering whether we get, like, a proper surprise on them.
Well, they are surprised, but by the time... But Golter is kind of large, so if Golter moves first...
Yes. Yeah.
Golden moves first and he's charging, so that's not quiet.
So yes.
It should sound kinda
So it
threatening.
depends on how you want this timeline to work. Okay.
I'm making a charge attack.
Valentine, you have a surprise round, as does Ade, as you sort of move before Galter. Before Galter starts making enough racket that they all get up and are like, what?
I'm probably just going to, run in.
Go.
Yeah, so...
You can run at 4 times your speed unless you're wearing medium armor, which case only 3 times. No, it's heavy
run
armor
in.
reduces that, so it's 4 times.
And be behind Galta.
Sure.
Behind the giant steel wall of death.
Yeah. So, like, this is roughly when I would like the glitter dust to happen.
Brrrp. We'll set everyone before Galter gets this. Okay, it's Ade's turn as we enter proper initiative.
Ada will trail behind Galter. Just charging
Marvelous.
after.
I like it. This one over here dives for his bow and takes a pot shot. Which is pretty hard because he's still trembling from blood loss, and the arrow goes wide around this giant man.
Who's invisible.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
until
forgot
he
you're invisible.
attacks.
They just hear you. They just see Valentine. They're like, well, in that case, he still misses Valentine, but I forgot he was invisible. There's just branches breaking and shrubs moving around.
Valentine is using the force.
It's just my incredibly
Stand.
imposing appearance.
This one,
Just
however,
You have to stand
You
and
can
he can
see
see.
it because it's a stand. They don't have theirs.
this guy moves forward and decides and doesn't realize Galter is there as he suddenly bumps into him.
Spikes.
Yes, the spikes.
Okay. So I make my... There's my...
At which point he will try to scoot away. Heavily bleeding. Valentine. Just make Galter invisible and use him as a landmine. Just roll him in the comment.
Point.
Valentine, you don't know where Galter is, but you can hear him.
I'm going to step there and...
This one
shoot.
and this one are the healthier ones. The other ones are all rather hurt.
How close are those? 20. I can probably try and shoot that guy.
You can probably shoot all of them with touch AC.
I think the range is 20 minimum, for the touch. But yeah, blast him.
I thought it was 30.
I think it was 20 when you gave it to me.
Was it the first range?
My cat is yelling. Will be right.
Yeah, it's a thirst range increment, so whatever your increment is what it does. Already righty tighty, lefty loosey, as they say.
Pretty sure it doesn't hit anyway. But...
What were you hitting again?
This bloke.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, they have they have big dex bonuses. Yeah, Galter, you have the advantage on this attack, like by a big margin. Whoever you go
Yeah.
for is gonna hurt.
Every
Yeah.
advantage.
You
Yeah,
have
and
so many attacks. You're invisible and you're strong.
Yeah, my haste gives me an extra attack. So, and I'm going to use the guidance on this one, so that's a +1 attack. So, crunch.
The one in front of you, that one gets the 31. You launch him into the air.
Whap,
And then they just follow it up. Come on, show me the follow up.
whap.
Wow, you cut him in twain. and his two halves just land as you become visible.
This huge metal titan appearing out of nowhere.
Grubblix.
Just kind of ear juggle the first goblin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna one.
Give him encouraging words. You run on in. You can.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
80.
You're right there. Where did it go in case things go south? Carl's gonna make it sparkle.
Yeah.
How does this work? Reflex saving throw, right?
No, for some reason, glitter does this well.
Oh, that's
What?
funky. You must will away. Well, actually, you will away the blindness. The powder always affects you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look. See. A looky loo. Well, these two avoid being blinded, but the guy over here is blinded now.
Wow.
Yeah, they rolled like a 19 and a 20, and the other one rolled a 1. Like, Jesus, the polarization today.
Yeah, 18 is the DC, so...
He sees this giant, then he goes blind from all this glitter dust in his eyes, and he just panically runs circles. As he's trying to get his eyes rubbed out. This one over here is dead. Can't do much about that. Oh, wait. Whoops. Missed the guy's turn, because when you cut him, you cut him. This one does see Valentine. It's like, okay, I guess I got some business left to finish.
Howdy.
I forgot they have point blank and they have deadly aim, so these two attacks.
That's bad.
Yeah, he gets a +1 and he takes a -2. So let's see. He rolled enough and a 1. A 1d8 plus 6 on this one. What is with these ones today? God dang. 8.
Hey,
So he should be glad he used deadly aim there, or would have rolled like 3.
there's all the healing I got gone.
Ade goes.
Well. Ade has wised up a little bit after the whole running first and getting beat on by all the goblins last time. So, Ade will be hanging back a little bit.
I like it.
Oh, wait. Is that goblin in the cave or not?
No, he's not in the cave. He's hiding behind the tree.
The cave is the black outline.
That's
on
like under the
wall.
rocks.
Oh, those are trees. I thought they were craters.
Yeah, same.
There were trailers? Craters. Oh.
Craters, yeah.
Holes in the ground.
Later?
Check.
God of War?
Need to check something. Hit die administer. How many hit dice did that goblin have?
These are quite sturdy. They have about 6.
6.
Wait, no,
Well
6.
then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
Alright.
good. We only have 5.
Because Ade has this thing.
What
This
thing
one-
is it?
Yeah, what thing?
Give it a moment.
Whenever the Mauler's master drops a foe whose hit die at least half its level to below 0 hit points off, the Mauler's empathic link surges with power, granting both the Mauler and its master a +2 moral bonus on attack and damage rolls for 1 round.
I like it. Tear him to pieces. As you gain
So.
pseudo rage.
+2 there. +2 here. And it goes to bite this goblin.
And he
Nom.
does it. And what a bite he takes. This guy over here is like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. And takes a single
Also-
shot with his bow.
Also poison.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let me just roll another one for this one. What's the let me just look at the DC.
Just 13.
Yeah, no, he rolled 14. Coulter, what's your AC in the state?
24?
It's a bit less because of the size, I believe.
You get natural
Yeah,
armor
but-
from your thing, right? From your mutagen.
Yep.
Okay, that explains
Yep.
it. I was going to ask because you're big, you use dexterity and AC because of the yeah. Okay, in that case, the arrow goes through your plate and then just sort of bunks on your natural armor. Well, it more like goes through a gap. It doesn't like actually puncture the armor quite yet. He's baby.
A blow
Um,
bounces off his rock hard abs.
guy's
Yeah, that's
like,
the
"You
natural
fools!"
armor.
You don't shoot them like that. You shoot them like this, and he crackles his hands together for another one of his favorite spells. Fake lightning bolt, aka scorching ray, but uses electricity.
Bootleg lightning.
He rolled. Let me just double check. I don't know why this doesn't mention. Just some sheets have it and some don't. Where it's like this is what their attack bonus is against people's Ganivis. 5. Okay, so he has 20 and a 12 against Galter on touch AC.
Oh. My touch AC is 10.
Oh. Yeah, he is big spook and will give you the big treats. So that's that. Then I need those more. Do I have 2 more d6s? Yes. Is this all? No. What a handful. And he didn't. Wow. Well, he rolled 5 5s.
5. That's a Yahtzee, baby.
Yeah, baby. The other 2 are less impressive. So that's 31 as you are blasted by 2 bolts of lightning, but you're still standing and you're still super scary.
Barely.
Valentine. Go nuts. By the way, you can walk into the cave. It's not like it's that small that you don't fit. It's a bit awkward in the back, but in front, yours is fine.
Will I be able to hit Thunderboy if I manage to get there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. I'll just trying to make sure I didn't block Galta as he's
Oh, he'll be
takes
fine.
a lot of space.
You dash around the tree and appear. Ha! On
Ha!
guard.
I'm probably gonna die in
So-
here, but
So
Details.
because Galter is big, he also has rage. I know if his weapon wasn't enough, but
He has
Not
all
the
the reach in
large.
the world you ever possibly could want.
I mean his halberd is basically the size of a tree at
How
this
about
point.
how
So
about Valentine do what he wants to do here?
yeah, that's beans.
Is it beans? Let's see. Oh wow.
It's beans, baby.
His mage armor is kind of short circuited in the meantime, but even that. Galter. Get going.
Yep. I just squeeze myself into the cave. And get 2 attacks. Get 2 attacks.
meat tornado.
And
Don't forget your
since
plus
we
bonus.
had plus bonus.
Yeah, you get +2 from your bond. Bond forged in blood.
Oh yeah. And I also activate my
Oh
hunting party
my.
again, since we had little time to recover.
Get a moment. All right, swing a ding ding, baby.
Oh yeah, that's also damage. Yep.
I don't think
Swing
Mr. Blind
one.
has good odds, but who's this one for?
The lightning boy.
He's obliterated.
Oh. All right then.
I like to imagine that your halberd, in its extra size, pins him into the wall, and since he's small, yeah, he's a -27, and he has like 35 max.
Yeah, so
He is now a fine paste on the cave wall.
There's a crack in the wall. Oh, you get another one, don't you? Go ahead.
Yeah. Wham.
You take the swing around, and the blind guy's like, I can't see, bonk! And unconscious on the floor as a result of that.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that anymore.
Grub, there's one more left. And there's one over here who's probably going to stab Adi soon. Slash at him with an axe. Who do you think deserves priority here?
The one, I think Ada should be fine for now. So let's kill the last one in the cave.
Marvelous.
That's the one at the back, right? And that one.
Yep. All the way over there.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to that guy. Do I have to? Yeah, it should be fine. What is with this guy? Is he dead? Guess, and then I'm gonna attack him with my scimitar.
He will taste your steel.
No, that's
Location
not the
hands.
right thing.
Good to know you have hands.
I was worried you didn't. I was almost worried.
I was just making sure if the hands are still there.
Oh, wow.
Well, good thing you checked.
Yeah.
You made sure it was in your hand, and as a result, you land a critical blow at him, and he's like, ha! Carl, you can sit this one out if you really wanted to. Just put your fingers up your nose, enjoy the weather.
You could also shoot Coulter with some healing.
That's
I
for
don't
lamos.
have healing that works at this kind of distance.
Oh.
I still have like a summon monster too, so let's just do the good old small air elemental and send it at the one Bodrin Ade, so that it flanks the gobble.
Alright. If you wish, you may roll me some flanked air elemental damage. Let me look that one up for you. Do you have augmented summoning? Or
No.
was that that was just Gibraltar.
No.
Gibraltar.
Okay, so summon animal. So you summon a small earth elemental. Right.
Air. Yeah, so that's a 1 for damage plus whatever it is.
I mean, he still has to roll an attack.
Right.
That's a d20 plus d6. Plus 6. Yeah, he hits. Okay,
yeah.
He does. 2,
Two?
actually.
I don't know. Let me look up air elemental.
He has 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, 1d4. Okay.
This guy's dead. We'll ignore him for now. This one's like, oh, this is bad. Oh.
Yeah.
He provokes an attack of opportunity from both Ade and the air elemental.
Oh.
And so he's like, you know what? I'm done here, but not before I show this little twerp to leave me be when I run. Ow! Oh no. Well, despite that low DC, the Earth Elemental misses, but he is now affected by the poison. All right. So let me see what the D's have to say about this. 2 strength loss. Okay. Fine. He misses. His weak arms having issues holding his battle axe as firmly as he's used to. Ade can strike again.
Yeah.
Ade strikes back.
Ade circles around.
He misses with the attack of opportunity. Bites again.
Does he get an attack opportunity since I never leave his...
That's 5e. In 3.5, it's a bit harsher.
Okay.
Well, Pathfinder 3.5. You still hit him. Because he's shaky as a result of this whole situation. This one's like, okay, I'm out. And he just takes a big, long sprint out of here, hoping he can make it out without getting killed. Valentine, Gibraltar, and Gulter all get to smack him for being a coward.
Yeah.
He does not leave the cave alive. And from this point forward, Valentine presumably just helps hose this guy down.
Yeah.
He has no chance. All right. Well, on the plus side, this means your experience tally doesn't look as sad. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus that guy. Let me just do some math in the background. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong number. Times that is
Psych.
plus that is okay. Well, that's a nice amount of experience. I'll say that much. 11,200.
Ah.
Let me just tabulate that through because, well. Alright. And how about we cut it off here for now? As you guys stand triumphantly over these goblins and their stuff. Presumably somewhere is the contract they were for the money they were promised.
Do here. Probably somewhere within the mess I made of their leader.
You'll need a hand to find it though. You're a little too big to grab all this stuff.
Might want to.
I dismiss the spell.
Like this is all goblin equipment. Oh, you want to dismiss the spell, huh? You think you can just dismiss any spell you damn well please, do you?
No.
Well, fine. You can dismiss a large person.
Just being difficult.
I'm difficult. All right.
Yeah, this one I can dismiss. It's just that there are some that I can't.
Yay! You all won a prize of winning the
Right.
For instance, I cannot, in fact, dismiss Glitter Dust.
Once you're blind, kids. Be careful.
Or Haste, apparently.
Oh, that's
Well then.
one round per level.
I say we're gonna cut the stream here. I'm gonna take you all through the tour and what happens in between. So how about that?
Yeah.
Say goodbye, everyone. Unless you don't want to.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.